Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Oh my God, just incredible. We just had on Candy Lee. That's right, Candy Lee. She's an Eliances member and an independent national recording artist. She's flying in for some of our experiences coming up at Eliances, a round table, grand table, and more. Make sure you check her out, Candy Lee. And you could reach her by going and getting her stuff at Amazon.com, her new album. Well, I got to tell you, it's really important to make money on your money, because if you're working day to day and you're not saving and not able to make money on that, you could potentially just be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But our next hero is going to share some of those secrets, really about how to make money on your money and really about time freedom and what all that means, because we're so fortunate to have Kira Golden back, the founder of Direct Source Wealth. Reach her at directsourcewealth.com/hero or call her 877-756-8323. Kara, first let's start off, because there may be, I'm sure, we have many new listeners always coming on board, but they may not know Direct Source Wealth. They may not have heard. So if you can give us kind of the brief overview of Direct Source Wealth.
Sure. So we're a co-investment company. We work with individual investors to build passive cash flow using primarily real estate and alternative assets that are tangible, understandable, clear, and direct, with the objective of really shifting the face of what investing looks like and empowering individuals to take more control of their financial freedom.
Share with me, too, what happens with new clients that come on board? How is that, what happens during that kind of first initial call or in person? How do you walk somebody through? What things do you look for or ask them?
Yeah, that's a lovely question, because this is it's quite a process. I mean, our typical timeline from when we meet someone, whether it's a referral or somebody we've connected with through some of the marketing we do or whatnot, it's about 6 months. Sometimes it's much quicker. Some people are ready to go, but the process is still the same. We take time getting to know them. They get to know us, what our goals are, what their goals are, and make sure that they're in alignment. Like any other relationship, we know it's only going to be successful if it's a win-win and we're serving each other. So we spend a lot of time figuring that out, making sure it's a good fit. Obviously, our investors have to be accredited, so we go through that verification process. And then, making sure that they really understand what they're doing. So it can sometimes be quite a learning curve for some people, and for others it's new and it's quick. But we really take the time to get to know each other and review some deals, look at past deals, and make sure that they're picking opportunities that are a right fit for them.
Now, are they all equity investors, or is there debt, or is there a mix?
Yeah, it's definitely a mix. I mean, we strive to create diversification, or at least opportunities for people to diversify. So both geographically and debt and equity. Especially as people get older, they like to just know they're getting a monthly check. It's the same amount. They like to know that that's just a fixed, secured debt position. So we have that available, as well as people who are really building their wealth and building that equity position. So we make sure that there's both available.
Now, talk to me about lien notes.
So notes are a great way. They don't build the actual equity, but they're a great way to get nice, steady state cash flow. So an investor in a note has the opportunity to typically get a monthly payment for a period of time. Average notes are usually a year. Sometimes they can be shorter. Sometimes they can be longer. But it just depends on what the deal is and what the investor's opportunity is. But it's a great way to just, especially when you're new to the company, it's a nice, easy way, because it's very easy to understand. You put a certain amount of money, you get a fixed amount every month. It's a great introduction way to get started.
But isn't diversification very important when people are investing?
Absolutely. And one of the things I'm sort of unique in the industry for, I suspect, is that I actually encourage people to invest with people outside of our company, right? So our goal is never to get 100% of an investor's assets. We want to contribute value where we can and how we can, but we don't do everything. So we really encourage investors when they can diversify with us geographically and asset class, debt, and equity. We ask that they do. But if they're looking for additional diversification, we also try to help them find partners that we know are quality companies to help do that and build their wealth as well.
That's very interesting too, because there's some place out there they want every single nickel that you've got, put it all in their company, and then you're all locked into one thing. So very important, because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. It is the only place that entrepreneurs align, and you can meet some of the most incredible people on earth, like Kara Golden. You may also have the opportunity to meet the executive producer of the Jobs movie, who we also had. And if you missed that segment, make sure you go to Eliances.com. Also, check out Kara Golden, the founder of Direct Source Wealth. You can go to directsourcewealth.com/hero. And I also suggest you call her at 877-756-8323, because this is David Kogan with Eliances. So just incredible things going on. In fact, Kara, how, with so many things you have going on in your life, because you're working basically 24 hours a day, how do you manage your time? How do you put it all together with so much going on? Because every time I've seen you, boom, you're on to the next meeting, you've got constant, and it's literally 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it is. It's funny, actually. I had a call with an investor at 4 a.m. this morning and one as late as 1 a.m. So, yeah, it is 24 hours a day. But, it really is just about not multitasking. So as much as everybody wants to multitask, I think I've become significantly more effective as I've focused better, been present with what I'm doing, finish it to completion, not leave loose ends, and then just move on to the next task, very kind of complete and methodically. And it might seem counterintuitive, but that's really helped me get done what I need to get done.
Now, you've been in real estate a long time. You started off very young. You're very comfortable making a great living, doing your own solo investing, things going along well. But yet you decided to start the company Direct Source Wealth and be able to share that, what I call kind of love and ability for others to make money. Why would you want to do all that? Why would you want to take on all the additional responsibility?
To be honest, every once in a while, I still ask myself that question. But, at the end of the day, I want my life to be more meaningful and make more of a contribution than just teeing myself up to, have fun. This might sound kind of sad, but I'm just not somebody who's that great at having fun. I prefer to engage and contribute and make a difference for people, and that's my joy. That's my pleasure. So I get a lot of happiness out of it.
And how often do new properties come in that you acquire?
Yeah, typically we're doing one property a quarter, so about 4 properties a year that are the large equity deals, and then maybe 2 or 3 smaller deals a year, and then some debt positions as well.
And what have you found? I mean, you've been involved and seen so many deals and stuff, and we have some listeners out there that go, I want to go ahead and try it on my own. What kind of secrets maybe would you share with them prior to them closing that deal on a new property?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are 2 kinds of people out there. There are people who have the real estate bug and those who just want to make money on real estate. So the first thing is ask yourself which one you are. If you just want to make money, then invest with a company like ours or somebody else. If you've got the bug, then go for it, do it. But what I would encourage you to do is partner on your first few deals with somebody who has a lot of experience. I wish I had done that. It would have short-cycled my learning curve substantially. I still would have ended up being an operator because I love real estate. But I think I would have learned a lot more quickly. I spent a lot of time learning the hard way.
But now you know it, and you're the master of it. Okay, so make sure you continue to stay tuned, in fact, because Kara has a wealth of information to share with us about really making money, having that time freedom, getting more involved. Kara Golden, founder of Direct Source Wealth. Go to directsourcewealth.com/hero, or call her now, right now. Write this number down, 877-756-8323. Don't do anything else. Don't answer another email. First call that number. David Kogan with Eliances. Continue to stay tuned when we have Kara back.
Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. You know, the hottest thing going on right now really is real estate. There's so many things going on in real estate. There's so many ways to make money in real estate. And I read something somewhere that it said like more millionaires are created in the real estate world, and it's hot, hotter than ever. And we've got, speaking of hot, Kara Golden, the founder of Direct Source Wealth. You can reach her at directsourcewealth.com/hero. And let me also share with you her phone number, 877-756-8323, because she has a team that helps people invest in regards to real estate. In fact, they co-invest. So, Kara, tell me about right now, how do you categorize the experience of working with Direct Source Wealth regarding the number of deals that are out there?
Yeah, we often talk about diversification, and one of the ways that I couch the reason to do that is that you just can never know exactly which deals are going to be great, which deals will be terrible, no matter how much due diligence you do. So I tell investors, if you're going to invest in 5 deals with us, expect one of those deals to likely do incredibly well. That's that, just off the charts, way exceeds expectations. Talk about it at a cocktail party, brag about it to your friends. You look like the smartest person in the room. One of our deals is not going to do what we expect. It's going to take longer. It's going to be harder. It might take more money. Because that's just what happens. And, the other 3 are going to do about what you expect them to do. And realistically, when you invest with a firm, that's going to be a more realistic expectation. If you're seeing a lot more bad deals than good, that's a problem. If you're seeing all deals good, quite frankly, that's a problem. They're probably not being fully transparent. So you really want to look for that blend, and then you want to diversify your investment over a handful of deals to really see and test the muster of the people you're working with and the quality of what they can deliver.
In fact, yes, share with us more, because there are, there's people that are, they're the solo entrepreneur, and they're saying, yeah, you know what, I'm an investor and I can help you invest with me. And there's various size companies out there that do a variety of different things. Why compare Direct Source Wealth with the variety of others that are out there, and just a little bit more too of what maybe due diligence someone as an investor should do before they go with a company?
Yeah, absolutely. So, there's a lot of good companies out there that do what we do. There are a number of not so good ones, and it's really important for an investor to get to know who they're working with. I made this mistake in my career. I got involved with a company that really just turned out not to be ethical. And it's one thing for a project to not go well. It's another thing for people to, lie or hide things or commit fraud. And so, vetting for that, some things I've learned to do, obviously, is I now run, credit and background checks on everyone I work with. I also make sure that I start smaller. I don't give somebody a huge chunk of my portfolio right away. I build the relationship over time. And I talk to references. I talk to industry professionals to check out somebody's brand. And then one of the biggest things I look for is, are they working with the institutional companies? Because in our space, there's a lot of people who, talk about, get rich quick or no money down or no good credit. And, those people aren't able to get good debt. They don't have good banking relationships. So you want to find out, does this firm have a reputation professionally as well as just with individual investors?
That's right. It's all about the reputation. So make sure you go to Eliances.com, Eliances.com, where you can listen to some past segments and be able to also see the link to Kara Golden, because that's who we've got on now. She is the founder of Direct Source Wealth. Go to directsourcewealth.com/hero. Her phone number is 877-756-8323. Kara, if I asked 10 people what's going on with the real estate market now, I'd have probably about half that say we're just going to keep going skyrocketing high, and half say no. So somebody's going to be right. Where are we with it? Is it softening? Is it still climbing? I mean, things have just been rocketing for so long. How long can it go on, and what's going to happen, and when it's going to happen? In fact, Kara, what's the date that it's all going to go down?
Yeah, right. I wish I could say that with exact certainty. That'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm already seeing in some submarkets a softening now. I mean, if you think about it, it's been over 10 years since our last major correction, and historically and cyclically, we're due for another. What I'm seeing happen though is that some submarkets where money had been flowing cheap and easy, they really overinflated, overcorrected, and they're due to come back down to some sort of normal. Whereas other submarkets throughout the U.S. and globally still have some upside. So unlike past recessions, and I've been through two of them now as an investor, two big ones. Where things sort of affected U.S. companies and U.S. real estate across the board, my anticipation is that we're going to actually see a multi-year recession in different submarkets, so that, some markets are going to actually be taking hits now, starting to soften, while others will still be good for 3 or 4 years. And we may even see some of the early recession markets start to recover. So paying attention to where people are moving, underlying fundamental economics, where companies are growing is going to be really important to figure out where to be buying real estate for the long term.
And where is some of the news that you read regarding the real estate market? What are some of the, is there a couple places maybe that you can recommend to our listeners to go to just hear of what's the latest and greatest trend in real estate?
Yeah, so I try to stay aware of what the trends are, but I think the trends actually set the future. So I only give them so much credence. In other words, I read the Marcus and Millichap reports. I read the, industry expert reports about, what's happening with the industry, how many units are coming online, how many people are moving into a particular area, what are cap rates, what are the trends. I follow the debt market because the debt market and, treasuries and such, really set what we can pay and how much we can borrow to buy real estate. But most importantly, I also spend a lot of time, somewhat anecdotally, but on the ground. A lot of people, when they get institutional, they start looking at statistics. Well, statistics take a while to collect. So they're always late information, typically about a quarter behind. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going in and I'm secret shopping. If I want to know if a market's going to get soft, I'm going in and I'm walking apartment buildings and I'm seeing, are they offering concessions? Are they laxing their application policies? And I'm watching what's happening today in a market I'm interested in investing in. And I think that gives us a little bit of an edge over the statistics that get aggregated and then published just because of the time it takes to do that work.
And you also invest in various states, too, a variety of different states. Can you name some of those states that you currently have people investing in?
Yeah, we love the Midwest. We're closing a portfolio soon here in Kentucky. We have property in Ohio. Those are nice, steady, stable markets. They didn't have crazy raises over this last recovery period, and I think they're more recession-proof. We love Arizona because of the fundamentals of what's coming into the market in terms of jobs and opportunity there. We're cautiously optimistic on Denver, Colorado, and the Colorado suburbs. Although that's such a hot market, I'm a little cautious. But typically we're not going into California. We're not going to New York. Not going to Miami. We're focusing on sort of secondary and tertiary markets in the U.S. And then also I'm super hot on Puerto Rico. Love Puerto Rico.
Wow. Tell me about the lien notes segment of Direct Source Wealth.
Yeah, so one of the ways that our investors participate is through making notes, and notes are great because they're you invest $100,000 and you're going to get a fixed monthly interest payment every month, and for a number of people that becomes sort of the base of a portfolio. It becomes that steady cash flow that they know is going to come in, where the equity deals may ebb and flow a little bit more. So if somebody's really just looking to know, hey, I want to get a monthly interest check, notes don't completely remove risk, but they do make it a lot more stable. and generally a bit more secure than an equity deal.
You know, what you guys do, Kara, is just absolutely amazing, helping people. In fact, people listening right now, they need to go to your website. You want to learn more about real estate? Talk to Kara Golden. Learn more. Go to directsourcewealth.com/hero. You'll see a really cool something that you can download there, some secrets. And call her, all right? Call her at 877-756-8323. And don't wait on any of this. You can't wait. Time. You want more time freedom? Don't wait. Don't answer the next email, phone call, or have your boss come in or anything like that. Go contact her today. Learn more about real estate, the investment aspects of real estate, because you're listening to me, David Kogan with Eliances. So also go to Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align. ELIANCES.com.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.eliances.com.